On this episode of the 5P podcast, I, your host, Michael J. Penney, am joined by Tracy Flanagan of JDog Brands. You can check them out at jdogbrands.com. JDog was started as a junk removal service focused on veteran franchise opportunities. And if you haven't heard of them, what rock have you been living under? JDog has grown significantly. We have the co-founder, Ms. Tracy Flanagan, here on the 5P podcast. We're doing this in 5P format, folks, and we are honored to have a fellow patriot among us. So, Tracy Flanagan, welcome to the 5P podcast.
Thank you, Michael, for having me.
Absolutely. So, JDog started as a junk removal service. You're the co-founder. Tell our audience a little bit of the backstory, the origins of JDog, the junk removal.
Okay, so JDog was started in 2011 with myself and my husband, Jerry Flanagan, who is the co-founder and the CEO of JDog Brands. He is an Army veteran. And really, getting into the junk removal business was really out of desperation. We had a retail business that we founded and ran together in 2006, and we were doing very well, and it fell with the 2008 economy crash. So we kind of limped along and tried to recoup what we could, but we ultimately, in 2010, needed to file bankruptcy. So at the time, Jerry began looking for a job, filling out his resume, that sort of thing. He never went to college because he went into the Army. So he didn't have a college degree. However, he had 20 plus years in the retail space, working his way up, doing everything. I mean, his resume was so impressive, he could be a CEO of a company. However, he couldn't even get an interview. They didn't care that he was an Army veteran. They just wanted that piece of paper, that degree, and he couldn't have that. He didn't have that. So we started looking at recession-proof businesses. He wanted to get out of retail because it always rode the roller coaster of the economy. And one of the ones out of four that he could qualify for was junk removal. So he brought it to me, and I knew that we were looking at another entrepreneurial situation where we were going to start our own business, and junk removal it was. So that's how it got started. He went out and we just hit the ground running, and I developed all of our back office systems, our customer service, and we just built the business from the ground up, and we worked side by side. He managed the field, and we originally had not started our marketing with the fact that he was an Army veteran, because he served back in the 80s and then served in the National Guard in the 90s. And it was just, I'm your neighbor. Our kids go to school together. Trust me. And I'm like, okay, that's our marketing strategy. Okay. Right. Well, of course, he goes to his first job and he shows up early. Okay. Clean cut, shaven on the sides, very professional looking. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Work ethic, beyond reproach. And the customer said, okay, first of all, you're a contractor. Not only did you show up, but you were early. You're so respectful. You got right to work. You're so efficient and you're clean cut. And where does this come from? And Jerry said, well, I was in the Army and I served, a couple years in the National Guard. And so I'm a veteran. And I guess we just know how to work hard, and it just kind of sticks with you. And the customer said, well, you should tell people that you're a veteran. And Jerry was like, oh, ma'am, I served back in the 80s. It was a long time ago, and I really don't want people to feel sorry for me and use me because I'm a veteran, feel sorry for me. And the woman said, no, you don't understand. People are going to want to use you because you're a veteran. So Jerry thought, came home to me and talked to me about it. You'll never believe what happened on this job, told me. And I thought to myself, well, I'm the lady of my house, right? If I'm want a contractor coming in, wow, wouldn't I want a veteran? Wouldn't I want to, I'm a patriot. I would want to support a veteran business. I would trust the veteran military coming in, doing a good job, being respectful, and I would trust them coming into my house. So
Absolutely.
I thought, wow, this is a great idea. So we changed all our marketing. It was better known and operated. And before you knew it, the phone was just ringing off the hook. Our sales just grew. And what we really found in the first couple years of building JDog was that when given a choice, the American consumer is going to choose a veteran company over a civilian one.